But coming back to your question, I think today we are a little bit back to the situation we had in March this year, because we have obviously Donald Trump willing to solve, I mean, not solve the situation. I think again here we have to be very careful with the words. He wants to find exit ramp to the conflict. So he doesn't want to get out of the conflict as Joe Biden did for Afghanistan in 2021. He wants to leave the conflict and having some calm when he leaves the conflict. I think it's very important. So, and when you see what he suggests or what he talks about, it's never about peace really. It's about ceasefire. And by the way, it's very important also to understand, and that's also something we had earlier this I mean, since in fact June last year. The only ones who speak about peace are the Russians, because what they want is a solution to the problem. In the framework of that process of finding peace, you may have a ceasefire. And the starting point of this process is exactly as Vladimir Putin said on the 14th of June 2024, is the declaration of Ukraine that he will abandon the idea of joining NATO, and he would withdraw from the four regions of Kherson, Zaporozhye, Donetsk, and Lugansk. That's the starting point of the process. And the second step of this process is to enter a ceasefire. And this ceasefire should not be the opportunity for both parties to rearm and prepare for new hostilities. But in fact, this ceasefire should serve as basis for a dialogue and negotiations, which eventually should lead to peace. So the only ones who have presented such a process are the Russians. Ukrainians don't want to engage in any kind of negotiation. In fact, they have been pushed or forced into negotiation by Donald Trump to some extent. Donald Trump himself, as we have seen, but what we see is that in the last couple of months, we had every effort to impose some variant or form or variation of the Keith Kellogg plan, which essentially is about freezing the conflict.